School mornings, as you are well aware, can quickly turn into a race against the clock. Not everybody's ready at the same time, and a few little things can make big differences for the good and for the bad. And we're going to talk about that now with Navy veteran and author Bill Korman, sharing the discipline secrets behind calmer, more organized school mornings. Because you spent how many years in the Navy?
20 years.
Congratulations, and thank you for your service to that. And you picked up a few things along the way when it comes to dealing with time, right?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the ways that you can translate that into parents, kids, back to school?
Yeah, so one of the things we developed was called the backpack launch pad. And so with the backpack launch pad, what you do is you prep the night before, you get everything staged. The launch pad is one place in the home where everything goes. There's a home for that every single day. Kids come home, they put it there. When they're done with their homework, they put it there. So it could be like a cubby hole, it can be like a whole tree, like a little locker that's there, but it goes there. And the idea is you prep before, the night before, get everything set, because the mornings are chaos. And when that shot clock starts, it's just pure chaos.
Right, so you get two things then with the backpack launch pad. You get as much prep the night before as possible, so you're not going to forget anything. And if you have that specific location, theoretically you know where everything is.
Exactly. Yeah. So in the military, we learned that your gear is your mission critical items. So for kids, it's the same thing. Their laptop, their backpack, their lunch, that's their mission critical items. The military learned that you prep the night before, always. You never just grab and go in the morning. Everything's staged and prepped for that run.
So in the military, you're watching out for each other all the time as well. With the families, the kids, if there's multiple, they may or may not be doing that. So how do you get everybody to be on the same page in the morning?
So we create a challenge. So with the parents, we sit down with them, we help them organize this, and they get the kids involved, because we know that if we tell kids something to do, it's better if they're part of the journey, right? They're part of that equation and setting things up. So we create them, we have them come and say, okay, where would you like to set this up? What do you think? With bins for younger kids with labels on them, we get the kids involved with it, because then they're excited and they go along with it. And then what we do is we time everything. So the idea is that we get a baseline, we time how long it takes to put out your clothes, get dressed, brush your teeth. That's our baseline, and then we create a challenge with a little bit of incentives around it to get better each and every day at the time until we master that thing. And you become, instead of a time manager as parents, you become a time owner.
Yeah, time ownership is so important. As a matter of fact, you wrote your book around it. It's called the 168 game, because 168 equals
number of hours in a week.
And we only have so many to go around. And now, you know, if you're ever curious, there's 168 hours in a week. So talk about that time ownership. What have you learned that you can convey to others to help people have more ownership over their time?
So time is actually the true currency of life, right? You can mess up with money, you can rebuild it. Time is the true currency of life. So when we look at time, we've been taught through billions of dollars of marketing that time management is the way to go. Time management is just skills that you develop over time. Actually, if you want to win in business, military, in school, you have to become a time owner. Since the beginning of time, the greatest leaders in the world own their time, like an Elon Musk. He says no to 98% of things that come his way because he's learned how to own his time. So the idea is we create a framework called Identify Your Morals, Values, and Principles. So once you do that, that becomes your litmus test of how you judge everything. And today in society, we feel guilty when parents ask, schools ask for stuff, the kids ask for stuff, the job asks for stuff, and you go, what did I do? This is crazy. So the MVPs allow you to have a framework of what you say yes and no to. And so that's the idea behind it. And you shift from being a time manager, which is a fallacy, to being a time owner, like a business owner.
Right.
You see things differently than the manager of that same business.
Right. And just to go full circle now, are the kids able to own their time, or is this where the parents come in and make those suggestions
Great
so
question.
that everybody's time is used the best way?
Yes, I get that question from parents all the time. Like, how far does this thing really go? No, you really want to involve them, because when they're part of it, they actually come up with new ideas. Hey, Mom, Dad, let's try this. And so it really becomes fun. It becomes a project. It becomes the mission of the family. And not just not ready for school. That's getting ready for vacation, their chores, everything goes around that framework. And it started with that launch pad and the race against the clock.
Which, as we said when we led into it, little things can make a big difference, either in preparation or if somebody did forget something, now that little move is going to delay everybody.
Absolutely, because you run around, you got like, where's my homework, where's my permission slip, where's the lunch? So if you do everything ahead of time and you go out the door, there's studies from Cornell, the American Academy of Pediatrics, American Psychological Association, that when you put this framework, this actual framework in place and organization in the morning and evening, parents perform better at work, kids perform better at school, and these are life skills that we're teaching them how to be successful.
Less of those little microaggressions to worry about when everything's in the right place at the right time. Find your launch pad then. That's the bottom line. The simplest part, I guess. The book's available pretty much anywhere, right?
Yes, sir. Anywhere books are sold.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you.
There's the information, too, if you'd like to reach out to Bill or follow him on social media. Makia and Jacqueline, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right.